Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I've been thinking about something for a week or so, and I thought I would share it with you. And I guess you could think of it as a yogi survival guide to coronavirus in quarantine, especially if you're a community yoga teacher like this guy. According to yoga, there are two things that you have to know and recognize in order to be happy all the time. The first thing that you have to know is that you are not your thoughts. You are not that stream of words or pictures in your head that you may or may not have been conversing with for your entire life. So that's step one. That was kind of a biggie for me. You are not your thoughts. Step two is that all true happiness exists on the inside. Not the outside, inside only. They talk about this a lot in the yoga scriptures as attachment. We think that all the happiness exists outside of our body, that it's things outside of us that make us happy. But everything outside of us, by definition, changes. Everything changes. And so if you're attached to something on the outside of you to make you happy, and then that changes, then you will probably be unhappy. And this is demonstrated by coronavirus, right? We think that we are happy going to our community yoga classes, seeing our friends, going out to dinner. And then if we don't have those things, we're attached to them. And so we are by definition no longer happy because we're not doing the things that make us happy, right? So now we're miserable. But that's not true according to yoga. According to yoga, the true source of infinite and everlasting happiness is a higher self within us. A little spark of divinity that's at the deepest part of your soul. And that as soon as you stop thinking, stop worrying about all of the things that could happen to you, stop worrying about all the classes that you're missing and friends that you're missing and food that you're missing, as soon as you get out of that internal narration of the mind, stop that video that's playing over and over, and instead examine the source of you. What's inside your heart when you stop thinking? And according to the ancient yogis and the yogis for generations that have passed down this knowledge, it's the way to be happy even in a coronavirus quarantine. So let's start. Find a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. It can be anywhere. You don't have to be in front of an altar. See if you can think about stacking your shoulders over your waist, ears over your shoulders, lift the sternum. And stop the narration of the mind, the turnings of the mind. And instead see if you can investigate yourself. Look within without words. And see if you can connect to your sense of completion within yourself. Big deep breaths in and out of the nose. See if you can take a few minutes, a few breaths to do something other than worrying about things that you can't control, fretting about things that you miss, wishing for things that you don't have. Instead, see if you can just be grateful for what you have in this body, in this space, at this moment. And breathe. Maybe as you sit, you contemplate the idea of stopping the mind from turning, to not talk to yourself. Maybe you contemplate the light within you. Maybe you just sit with a sense of gratitude for this body, for this moment, for the yogis that came before us. Good, just a few more breaths. Notice if there's any tension in the face, neck, shoulders. See if you can find an easefulness to your practice. Don't try so hard. Good. Maybe you bring your hands to the middle of the heart, Anjali Mudra. Being thankful for this space, thankful for each other, thankful for our community, thankful for the gift of yoga. The light in me honors and appreciates that same light that exists within each of you. Namaste.